I told some of the other guys, he is really good. He's lying. He knows, we know he's lying, and he could probably pass the polygraph. It's amazing.
Mr. Chairman.
No, this is my
Mr.
time,
Chairman, I'm sorry.
and it needs to be paused.
This point of order.
No.
The gentleman will state his point of order.
A member of this committee just asserted that this witness, who is under oath and a former agent of the FBI, lied. There is no evidence of that. I ask him to withdraw it.
I do not withdraw it. He is not a member of Congress. It's not a violation of the rule. And just as you have been expressing bias through your members about what a hero
there is not a single person on this committee who has ever characterized a witness
gentleman from Rhode Island.
Gentleman,
it's my time.
That's a disgrace.
Gentleman from Rhode Island will suspend.
No, the disgrace
Mr.
is what this man has done.
The gentleman from Texas will suspend for a moment.
There is the disgrace. And it won't be recaptured anytime soon because of the damage you've done to the justice system. And I've talked to FBI agents around the country. You've embarrassed them. You've embarrassed yourself. And I can't help but wonder, when I see you looking there with a little smirk, how many times did you look so innocent into your wife's eye and lie to her about Lisa?
Mr. Chairman, this is outrageous.
Credibility of a witness
Shame
is
on
always
you,
an
Mr.
issue.
Mr. Chairman, please.
Have you Mr. Chairman, this is intolerable harassment of the witness.
What's wrong with that?
Congressman Gohmert's point is extremely important. Strzok was not honest with his wife. He lied to her, obviously. How in the world can he be trusted to tell the truth to this committee? How in the world can he be trusted at the FBI? Joining me now on the Daily Ledger Page 5 beat from Washington, D.C., politics editor at the Washington Examiner, W. James Antle III. Jim, this is obviously a lot of fireworks here, but there's a core point, and I think it's an important one. But to what end, I ask, almost rhetorically now? Okay, so this guy has been discredited. He's a disgrace. He's embarrassed the FBI. So what now? What happens to this guy now?
Well, most likely nothing. I mean, that was one of the reasons why he came out and testified publicly. I think he feels that he is sort of emulating James Comey and that he can kind of come out there and exude a sort of righteousness and really mix it up with the Republicans on the committee. And that's why I think Congressman Gohmert's line of questioning really sparked those fireworks on the committee. I think that a lot of people were hoping that there really wouldn't be any memorable exchanges that came out of it. But you look at the way Strzok carried himself throughout that committee hearing, making faces, really being sort of evasive when questioned by Republicans, being willing to talk about details of the investigation when questioned by Democrats, even though he's saying that he can't get into those things when questioned by Republicans. It was really quite a show.
Right. Okay, so what needs to happen, Jim, seems to me, if you kind of follow the federal government's thinking, if that's even possible, is there needs to be some sort of administrative hearing. He needs to be reprimanded. He needs to be stripped of benefits or what have you, whatever happens in some sort of federal administrative hearing during the process there. Right. And then he needs to be let go. He needs to be summarily fired. We can't have another Lois Lerner kind of slow burn here. So I guess the question is, where is FBI Director Wray on this? Shouldn't we be hearing from FBI Director Wray? And in the end, shouldn't we be hearing from Jeff Sessions on this guy and what's going to happen to him?
Yes, absolutely. I think you need to hear from the FBI director. I think you need to have an Inspector General report really concluding things along the lines of what Andrew McCabe was found to be doing and where there was some actual disciplinary action taken. And then, yes, I think Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein and Attorney General Sessions have a real role to play on this. They're in the hierarchy. They're in the line of command.
And the Democrat Party here, to me, was absolutely astounding, and in my mind have almost abdicated their congressional and constitutional role here of oversight. It seemed to me that when I was watching that virtually none of the Democrats cared about facts from this guy. Instead, they just want to elicit some kind of information or pontificate how bad the 45th president is.
Right. The problem with televised congressional hearings is that you have a lot of members that really just want to hear themselves talk, or who want to get on television for the benefit of the viewers and constituents back home, and are really only secondarily, even if that, interested in getting to the bottom of whatever the subject matter of the hearing is. And I think that was really on display, especially on the Democratic side, when Strzok spoke.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.